Morning, everyone. Thursday, the 4th of August, with the Leeds news. Not a huge amount going around today, but we'll get it straight into it. In incomings, some outgoings, the new kit, we'll get to that. And then some detail around the game last weekend and heading into the Wolves game. So we'll get to that in a sec. So, starting off with incomings, details come out yesterday that apparently the next player Leeds will be looking to bring in is actually a goalkeeper. There's a deal that appears to be a fair bit down the line. And a new keeper is expected to come in after the Wolves game. Leeds have taken this period of time to assess the squad and have a look at what they've got to see where they are going into the next couple of weeks. There's still 4 weeks left or 3.5 weeks left in the transfer window, so plenty of time. So new goalkeeper expected to come in pretty soon. L'Equipe in France, the publication there, have said that Rennes are prioritising buying a midfielder and a striker. Why is that important? Well, Martin Terrier plays for them. And Martin Terrier is, according to L'Equipe, Rennes are anticipating the departure of Martin Terrier. Now, we know there's a couple of clubs linked with him. We've mentioned that over the last couple of days. I would love to see this guy sign for Leeds, but that's where we are at the moment. So that's the detail there. On Shay Adams, Nottingham Forest have said to enter the race to sign that player today. So Leeds have got competition. Forest, I think, have signed 11 players at this stage, or 10 players at this stage. This will be their 11th. It's a lot of players to bring in a new season. If they get it right, they could do well. If they don't get it right, they could do what Fulham did a couple of years ago and then going straight back down with a very expensive squad. That's pretty much on the incomes. On outgoings, Helder Costa, again, pops up again today. Apparently a deal with Al Ittihad of Saudi Arabia is 99% done. I never like to see players going to Saudi Arabian clubs, but sure, look. Conflicting reports on the deal itself, though. Some places are saying that it's a loan deal, and some people are saying it's actually a sale, and it's nearly completed as a sale. Matthias Klich this morning. So it is looking more and more likely that Matthias Klich is going to leave the club. What's come out this morning is that his agent is in advanced talks with former club FC Utrecht for the player to go back on loan. Why loan, not a permanent move? Well, the player is trying to get into the Poland squad. I think in a normal season, he would have seen at least till Christmas out with Leeds and fought for his place, and then might have moved in January if he couldn't get into the Poland national team. The problem with the World Cup being in January is that the players just can't hang around. If he wants to go to the World Cup, which you can't, hold against him, he needs to play games. And I think it's becoming more and more apparent that he's falling further and further down the Leeds pecking order. Some details this morning on the Barcelona deal. I know it's not overly Leeds related, but I just thought this was really interesting. The deal with Leeds, so Barcelona, when they approached Leeds to sign Rafinha, the deal that they wanted to have in place was that they would confirm the signing of Rafinha now, but they wouldn't register the player until January because there might have been issues getting the player registered, and that they wouldn't actually pay Leeds any money till January, but they wanted to announce the deal. What's also interesting in this is Bordeaux and France have been relegated to the third tier of French football with debts of 40 million. And financial irregularities is what's caused them to be relegated. Barcelona are 1 billion in debt, and they owe Bordeaux 9.6 million euro. You would imagine that in Bordeaux's case, they've tried to do things the right way. They're owed money by a club. They're 40 million in debt, but they're owed nearly 10 by Barcelona. Can't get that money. But yet Barcelona are allowed to go around and sign whoever they want. It's a crazy situation. Leeds have put a clause in the deal with Rafinha that if Barcelona don't make one of their payment dates, that Leeds will actually put an additional 10 million onto that fee, and Leeds will look at getting an additional, which will bring the Rafinha fee up to nearly 60 million. I like that deal because that's the one that could push a club over the edge. If Barcelona finances are on the edge and they miss a payment date or try to extend, which they have done with other clubs, Leeds are in a position to chalk on another 10 million to that, which I think is interesting. And then the last piece of news today, before we get to the kit, is Jesse Marsh on the weekend stuff. We've talked already this week about the issues that Leeds have with counterattacks, and they've been pretty obvious over pre-season. Marsh said they've actually addressed it. They had a long chat after the game in Calgary. He was disappointed with 2 goals that we conceded and the manner that we conceded them in, because we also conceded counterattack goals to Aston Villa and Brisbane Roar in pre-season as well, so and Palace as well. So it's being addressed, and I'm happy enough with that. I mean, as long as the issues that are pretty obvious are actually being addressed and communicated, that's great. And then the last bit is the new kit, which launched yesterday evening, to a surprise. And it's yellow-ish and it's bluish. So here it is on screen. What do you think? Split opinions last night. I will give you my honest response was when I saw this last night was, it's awful. I think it's awful. However, having seen it with the navy blue shorts and the navy socks that come along with it, and in an illustration that is also now on screen, It's growing on me quickly. And I didn't think it would. I thought this was an abomination. Like, what are we trying to do here? A tie-dye jersey. It's actually starting to grow on me already, which, yeah, I think this, if as I said yesterday, if we win in it, it'll become iconic. If we lose in it, it'll be the worst thing that happened to football ever. Um, it's just a kit, ultimately, at the end of the day. Some people will love it, some will hate it, some will buy it, some won't. There's been issues again with the websites this morning. It's priced at £70, which is an incredibly expensive shirt. I put a poll out on the Twitter page yesterday, and 53% of people out of 66 votes like it, and 47 don't like it. So the majority actually in favor of this new kit. So majority rules, so we'll go with that. If you bought it or give me your opinions, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to get as many comments as I can, so if you are commenting, I'll get back involved and have a chat with you. So that's it this morning. That's the news. Pretty quiet day. The kit launch seems to have quietened all the in the know people. So we'll wait and see what happens over the next couple of days. Tomorrow I'm going to do the pre-match video, which will be separate to the news video and be a little bit longer, and that'll go through Jesse Marsh's press conference. But I will give everyone the top line of the stuff in the news tomorrow morning if you don't see his press conference today. Press conference is at 1:30 today. So there you go, folks. There's your news. Thanks very much for watching. See you tomorrow.